So I've got a question. Why is Dr. Gregor fat? I wouldn't call him fat. So someone sent me these photos, and so can you please, just a comparison. This is me today, so you can see my body fat flex levels. So that's me. I'm a couple of years short of Dr. Gregor's age. Let's have a look at Dr. Gregor. What does he even recommend as a diet? So he recommends a couple of servings of beans per day, 3 pieces of fruit a day. Here we go. I'll scroll it down. Greens. So you're allowed to have 3 pieces of fruit a day, a tablespoon of flax, 300 gram servings of, or slice of bread. 3 slices of bread a day you're allowed, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure bread is a refined sugar. Exercise 90 minutes a day. That's a fair bit. That's a fair bit of exercise. I don't even really do that. 90 minutes. Wow, that's a lot. Beverages, 1.5 liters a day. Water, green tea. Now, that's where I'm like, hang on, green tea is the same as water in terms of beverages? I disagree with that because green tea is full of caffeine, which is an adrenal, will burn your adrenal glands out. Spices, turmeric, got with that. Nuts, got with that. Vegetables, 50 grams a day. Carrots, mushrooms, cruciferous, horseradish, stuff like that. So yeah, it's tasty. It looks good, but it's not many calories, is it? Not many calories, is there? There's 130. So you got a can of beans a day. That's about 400 grams. 3 bananas a day. There's not a lot of food there, is there? 3 slices of bread a day. 90 minutes exercise. I don't know how you're going to do the daily dozen thing on that little calories. I think he recommends about 2,000 calories a day. 90 minutes a day. That's 500. That's 750 calories you're going to burn. That's a lot of exercise. I'm quite a very, very fit individual, and I don't even do 90 minutes a day. That's a lot. Sometimes I do more than that. Sometimes I do less than that. But I don't think I've averaged 90 minutes a day. That would be about 90 minutes a day. Would be about 40 k's a day. I don't think I average that. That's a fair bit of running wise. That's like 20 k's a day running. That's 140 k's a week. Gregor is recommending time wise 140 k's a week. For me, that's a lot. I've never done. That's Olympic level. Olympic level training on 3 slices of bread, 3 pieces of fruit a day. Let's have a look. Gregor says that sugar is bad. So let's talk about glycemic index. This is something that Dr. Gregor talks about a lot. So glycemic index basically is a index of how much you get a spike in blood sugar. And a spike in blood sugar means a spike in insulin. Now, I exaggerate the word spike because people are like, oh my god, blood sugar spike. So I repeat myself again, just to drive it home. So glycemic index of baked potato, which is a staple of McDougall, Gregor, etc. 110. Organic, your homegrown, wild crafted, biodynamic, triple organic, AA grade, organic baked potato, baked with love, slow cooked, massive glycemic index of 110. Almost double white refined processed sugar. So even with the fiber and the nutrients and the micronutrients and your nutrient dense calories, it still is double the spike, glucose spike, blood sugar spike of sugar, almost double, and almost double the insulin spike as well. So there we go. Not that that's an issue for me. That's not spikes and an issue for me. What an issue is for me is macros. Where do the macros come from? Do they come from plants or animals? And where they come from, carbohydrates, fats, or protein. In my book, Carb the Fuck Up, I recommend high carbohydrate, low fat. To me, it doesn't matter glycemic index. If anything, high glycemic index will help your muscle glycogen store faster. But then again, that's debatable. I recommend carbohydrates, potatoes, fruits, refined sugars. So you'll see a lot of people out there who say, oh, sugar's bad because it spikes your blood sugar. You got to have fiber with your diet. Well, if you're following the Dr. Gregor plan, the McDougall plan, etc., you're getting a lot of spikes, aren't you? Because you're getting a lot of sugar in your potatoes. Baked potato, pure sugar. It's actually more sugar than glucose in terms of how it spikes your blood sugar. Spikes it more than refined sugar. So that's just, boom, that debunks it, everything. You see here Natasha's physique, my physique. So the people who follow my advice, they get lean. And we see Dr. Gregor isn't that lean. And this is the little red light thing. I think Gregor uses this one as well. And red, anything with 12 grams of carbs per 100 grams means you can't. So Gregor contradicts himself there, because rice is about 70 grams of carbohydrate per 100 grams. 70 grams. Actually, McGregor said you can't eat rice because rice has got arsenic. But you can have potatoes. So how are you going to do a vegan diet without rice? Or pasta. Or don't eat processed sugars. Processed sugars are the same as eating bacon, according to Dr. Gregor, the multi-millionaire non-profit organisation owner. So I'm giving him a bit of stick there, but he deserves it. He does critique a lot of people, so it's only fair he gets a bit of criticisms. And I think he does some good in bringing awareness to plant foods, but his program is so confusing, so contradicting. Don't eat refined sugar because it spikes your blood sugar, but yet baked potatoes are fine. Baked potato spikes your blood sugar more than refined sugar. I'm repeating myself over and over. Blood sugar spikes don't matter, but if they matter to you, don't eat potatoes, don't eat rice, don't eat anything other than beans and kale. But again, no one can sustain that. It's just unsustainable. So Dr. Gregor recommends 90 minutes exercise a day. That is good, but that's a lot. As I said before, that is a lot of exercise. I don't recommend that much. I recommend eating low fat, high carbohydrate, vegan all the time. Gregor says that you don't have to be full vegan. I disagree. I reckon that you get the best results. And this is the rice diet here. This is the rice diet on the left. So this is Natasha, who's also eating high carbohydrate, low fat for about 5 years. So, and we're doing some squats here. A little bit of exercise in heels. So slow squat. This is a really good one to do. Slow squat. Just squat down on it and up. So the rice diet, made famous by Walter Kempner, is rice, fruit, sugar. And it's what I prescribe to my fattest people that I train. If you're fat, live on rice, fruit, sugar. No animal stuff, no oils, no avocados, no nuts and seeds, and lots of carbohydrate, and you shred. People say, Durianrider, why are your girlfriends always so fit and lean looking? Well, they eat like me. You eat like me, you're going to look like me. As simple as that. Okay, so the battery just cut out back inside now. So yeah, you got pro cyclists as well, carbing up. It makes a huge difference to your performance. Refined sugar. Look at pro cyclists. Look how this is Richie Port. His diet is basically refined sugar. His white rice, pasta, sports drinks, and he is. He's a jockey of a guy. It's very lightweight, very lean, incredibly fast. And you see a lot of the girls over the years, they flock to this lifestyle, the YouTube income, etc. And they all love being slim and lean. So look at white rice here, brown rice, white rice. The glycemic index pretty much the same. So sugar spikes your blood sugar less than rice does. And again, in my opinion, in my experience, not my opinion, in my experience, that's not an issue. That's not an issue. And so this is the deal. I'm not having a go at Dr. Gregor. I am, but I'm not. It really rubs in the wrong way that this guy's a multi-millionaire. He's still asking for donations, and all he's doing is just basically stealing other people's works, putting it in his videos, putting it in his books, and making millions of dollars off that. And that is better than nothing. I'm glad there's someone out there showing some science, but a lot of the science is very confusing. I've had people like Lionel Sanders, the Ironman triathlete guy, go and do Dr. Gregor program and just go, veganism, nah, doesn't work. Because they fill up on high nutrient, low calorie foods. They try to do an Ironman and then they bonk and fail miserably. And then I tried vegan, sort of healthy, but no, I can't perform on that. And Dr. Gregor, he's a performance person. He shouldn't be giving advice to performance people. One, he needs to perform himself first. And two, he's not even a vegan. He doesn't even say he eats 100% vegan. He admits that bacon now and then is better than sugar. In his little red light, green light thing, it's got processed sugars is worse than bacon. And the reason why processed sugars is worse, he says, is it spikes your insulin, spikes your sugars. Yet we see in the glycemic index, table sugar is about 65, 68. Baked potato, organic, is 110, almost double the spike of insulin with a baked potato, which for me is not an issue, but it's an issue when you say sugar's bad because it spikes your insulin, so eat baked potato instead because it's got the fiber and the nutrients and all that stuff, but yet the glycemic index shows us that baked potato's up here, sugar's down here. So it's just massive contradiction. I feel he's just preying on people's desire for health. The book shouldn't be called How Not to Die. The book should be called How Not to Live, How Not to Thrive, rather. Because no one's going to thrive on Gregor's red light, green light, yellow light confusion plan. You just can't. There's not enough calories. There's too many stimulants. There's too much drugs in Gregor's program. My program, there's no drugs. I don't recommend people take drugs. Gregor's program, he recommends you to drink green tea like water. That's a stimulant. That's stupid. It's so irresponsible. It's hilariously funny in one way, but caffeine is a neurotoxin. There's no way you can call yourself a health enthusiast and take stimulants daily, or recommend people take stimulants. That's just fucked up. That's fucking wrong. In anyone's book, you wouldn't give green tea to a baby. All right? You wouldn't do that. I wouldn't give green tea to a toddler. I wouldn't give green tea to a kid. I wouldn't give a kid a can of Coke. Too much caffeine in there. It's not good for your brain. Caffeine's a neurotoxin. Sure, if you're an athlete, an adult, and you understand the consequences of stimulants and drugs and addiction and stuff like that, okay, maybe there's a little bit of room there. I take stimulants very, very rarely. I understand it. I understand the responsibilities and the precautions, etc. But Gregor's is saying green tea, just drink a lot of water. Glass of water, green tea, same thing. No, it's fucking not. One's going to damage your thyroid if you could do it continually. It's going to give you gut acidity issues. All these Gregor fans, like the ex-vegans, Ravana, Sheaf, Bonnie Rebecca, Raw Alignment, etc., Beef Alignment, they're all Gregor fans, Oh, yeah, no, too much sugar, Harley. Got to eat less sugar. Eat beans and kale. That's all you need, and green tea. And then start smashing the coffee. The cortisol levels are going out. The adrenaline's going crazy. All this stuff's going out. So that's my issue. Gregor, the multimillionaire, giving bad advice, creating 3-2-1 ex-vegans, and just creating a lot of orthorexia. Don't eat rice. It contains arsenic. Bacon's healthier than sugar. And just all these contradictions, and fucking drives me up the wall. Drives me insane. So Gregor, you're making multi-millionaire dollars a year. Please stop asking for donations. That's just greed, man. That's just pure greed. You're already a doctor, so you're already a millionaire. 2, you're making millions on your books, and you're asking for donations as well. It's like, how much money do you need to sit behind a computer and Google up other people's work, take a screenshot of it, and then put it in a video? All right? I don't know. I've got an issue with that in today's world. These people, how much money do they need, man? I mean, I make good money. I live a pretty simple lifestyle. But you want me to see me out there begging from, to use other people's work or whatever. That's just whatever. Anyway, it's parasitic. That's my rant. That's my rave. Dr. Gregor needs to get in shape. I see comments all the time about him. They're like, why do I listen to this guy? This guy's not even in shape. Yeah, and I can agree. If you're not in shape, if you don't have really good level of fitness, really good, strong level of fitness for your age, sure, you might be a fake natty bodybuilder on steroids and lying to people inside you do keto or whatever. I get it. There's full of people like that out there. The fitness industry. But yeah, I've got an issue with these low calorie, sugar phobic, but not educating people on glycemic index. I could do on about it. I've ranted enough. I hope Gregor does a response video. I know he won't. Because those people don't. They just pretend this stuff doesn't exist. But these guys, all they care about is making more millions of dollars. They don't really care about the person, the people who read the books. If they did, they wouldn't put out such confusing and contradictory, unsustainable advice. If you really care about people and health, you give them the best advice that's actually sustainable and they can actually do it. Otherwise, in my opinion, you're a fraud or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Or both.